Hello, Tamara here. I'm going to show you the top 5 CCS errors and how to fix them. But where do we start? We can start by going to CCSS at the top of your screen, down to CCSS Operations, ticking enrolments, ensuring that all 3 boxes have been ticked underneath, ticking session reports, ensuring Submit Current Week is unticked, and miscellaneous, again with the 3 boxes. If you are approved for IS case claims, then you're able to select the CCMS box down here. Once you've ticked your boxes, you can then click on Connect. This can take a couple of minutes to run through, but once it has run through, you'll be able to see the results on the right-hand side. Completed click for details doesn't necessarily mean no action is to be taken. So make sure for every result you do select View Details. We'll start with enrolments. The first errors we have here are routine sessions has been ticked but no routine booking patterns were found. So this error tells us that the enrolment is saying there's routine bookings, but for whatever reason, there's no booking in the booking tab for today. The error gives us the account name and the child name, the account number, as well as the enrolment ID. This is how we're going to locate the family. Most of you will know who your families are and where to locate them, but for me, I'll need to use the Find function down the bottom. I'll search via the family account number and we can go from there. So for this child Taj, I can see that Taj finished care on the 5th of February. If we go into his enrolment, and simply untick routine sessions and update now. Let's do the same for the next one. Once you believe you've resolved the errors, just go back to CCMS, CCSS, CCSS Operations, and connect again for the section where your error was appearing. The best result here is no data. So when we click on no data, there is no report to run, which means we now have no enrolment errors. So let's move on to our session reports. So our very first error on this report is the child's name and reason for late change required when vary withdraw outside timeframe. This error means that a change to the child's attendance has been made. Further down this page, we also have some not sent due to invalid times. These errors mean that the children have not been signed in or out via the kiosk for a day. Staff need to be ensuring that children are signed out as well as signed in each day. So how to fix these? Let's have a look. Reason for late change. To fix this, we just need to go to the roll screen, locate the date, and then locate the role the child's on. Double click on the session and then select your reason for late change. Now let's go fix the rest. Once they're all fixed, it's time to go back to CCMS, CCSS, CCSS Operations, and Connect. So those errors have now been resolved. Let's look at those bottom ones, not sent due to invalid times. So we're going to do a similar thing for these ones, is go to the roll screen and find those children. So first on our list, if we double click on the child in the week tab, we can then see where our issue is. So we can see for Monday the 28th of January, the child hasn't been signed in or out. So we can simply tick the sign in and sign out tick boxes. If you know approximate times that the child arrived and left, you can definitely enter these in here and click on OK. Yes, we need to replace it, and then you can select your name in the list. For this one, we can see that on Wednesday the 30th, we've got a sign-in time and a sign-out time. But the sign-out time is the standard session time. So to get the sign-out time, we can just click on the sign-out box and OK. Once you think you've resolved the errors, just go back up and connect again. We can now see that these children are under the CCS success. So we do have one sneaky little one in here from the 28th of January for supplied sessions of care must fall within enrolment start and end date. This error means that for this date, the 28th of January, the enrolment doesn't quite cover it. So let's go check out this one. So after locating this account, we can see Evie's CCS enrolment over here starts on the 30th of January. However, Evie's first day was the 28th. So we can double click on Evie here and change this start date. Connecting again to make sure the errors have been resolved. We now have a completed click for details for session reports. Do have an error here. Arrangement start date cannot be greater than enrolment submit date. The enrolment start date is your arrangement start date with the family. So we can simply change the enrolment start date to today, or if they're not starting for more than 3 weeks, you can delete the enrolment. So today, we'll just delete it. So there we have it. No data for enrolments, session reports, and messages. Vacancies will show us that your vacancies have been successfully submitted to show on the Childcare Finder website, and personnel just to show that your personnel has been updated. So that concludes today's session on Top 5 CCS Errors. Don't forget you can give me a call at any point if you need some advice, or you can give the Quick Kids Help Desk a call on 1300 367 770.